Hey, tribe, welcome back to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. Today's episode is one for the books. It's all about Diddy. Did he do it?
Did I?
We're talking about the Cassie settlement, one. Two, his past interview, a past interview that came out with Tasha K and one of his ex-girlfriends, Vivian V, and the Adult Survivors Act of New York City or of New York State. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this episode.
Yo! What it do? What it do?
Hey, what's poppin', everybody?
Love. Oh my gosh, gang.
Right.
Hey, happy
It's
Wednesday.
December, y'all.
It's
Facts, we in
December.
December. You know, if you in a place where you know you probably received the cold, you know, may the hot sweaters and the cider be with you. All right, we are a excellent podcast here. Okay, and you know, for those of you who are new, who have not been part of the tribe, this is the So Ratchet Podcast, which is short for the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast. Gang, and
Let them know, bro. Let them know.
My nigga getting better with the buttons.
Let them know,
you
bro.
see me out here. You see me out here. I press the buttons, and if you don't know me, I am the button presser. I'm the guy that puts that magical sound behind this production. Some days it's on point, some days it's off point, but guess what? It's been pointed. All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. All right, y'all. I am your host for today, Flash the Philosopher. And as always, I definitely have my team. I have Shake the Wanderer. All right. I got the drippiest Mash, the Spew God. I got TJ. And you know, we still gonna give shout outs to Mo, even though she couldn't make this episode. All right, gang, but we here. All right, let's get
Gang. Let's get it.
EX.
All right, so you know, I'd be remiss. I'm gonna use the words of Mo. I'd be remiss, okay, if I didn't bring in this next segment. All right, to make sure that we take care of ourselves, our mind, bodies, and souls. So we call upon the ice queen to water us with the no bad days.
Come.
I said it was gonna be a great ass day. I won't accept nothing else. Nothing bad will enter my day. Say that shit like you mean it. Howl it. No bad days.
Yeah.
TJ.
Yo, Mo, TJ, does the ponytail flop like that when you do?
It depends. It depends on who's making it come. You know, I'm coming. Tribe, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's the middle of the week. Give yourself some love. Today, I'm going to introduce the tribe to the heart chakra. It's located in the middle of your chest, and it's responsible for our love for ourselves, for our love for others, compassion, empathy, and forgiveness. Some affirmations that I'd like to share with you guys are: I deserve love. I love myself to the fullest. I'm surrounded by love, and I'm ready to receive and to give love. Right? Because that's important. It's nice to receive it, but it's also nice to give it out, right? And that's all surrounded by a heart chakra located in the middle of our chest. So if any of those affirmations resonate with you, go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and out. Drop your shoulders down and focus on those affirmations. No bad days. Yeah, it's okay.
But it's all good. Thank you, TJ, for cleansing our souls. Now we got to get to the part of this episode where, of course, we love to educate ourselves, and we do that by playing a little game. And we're led by our resident FB. So I'm going to introduce him with this week's Word of the Week.
Word of the Week.
Word of the week.
Word of the
Word
week.
of
Word of the week.
Word of the week.
Oh,
I hate him, man.
oh gosh, shut up, Flash. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
what it do? Once again, it's your boy Shake, America's favorite fable for this week, and I'm here to introduce you to today's word of the week. Right,
Yeah.
okay. So today's word of the week, right? This was a little hard for me to find, but I know that it is a word. You'll look it up and you'll find out that it's a word as well when you look up the definition. The word is latibulate. Okay. Yes. Latibulate. It's spelled Latibulate. All right. All right. It's a verb and it means to hide oneself in the corner. All right. So I'm going to use it in a sentence so we all know how to use it. Okay. Latibulate. So instead of facing the music after I messed up at work, I decided to latibulate instead. Yes. Hide oneself in the corner. Latibulate.
Good job. Well done. Well
Okay.
done.
That's what we're doing.
Anybody got
Yeah,
another one?
That's it.
I can't wait to use it in this episode. That's
good
all I
one.
gotta say.
It's a good
It's
one.
a good one.
It's a
It's a
good
good
one.
one.
I had a perverted one. I don't know if you want
Go
to
for it. Let me hear it. Go.
Hey,
You
go for it,
don't get no
bro.
points for it. Well, go ahead.
All right.
Now's your time.
So one day I was in the mall and my dick got too hard, so I had to go latibulate myself.
You know what's crazy?
Ooh.
Flash, didn't you say you son of a bitch. Didn't you say you used to have to do that on the bus?
Son
When
of a
you used to
Yeah.
Why would you get high on the bus? I mean, why would your dick get hard on the bus?
Because
he
there
had-
used to
I
be
mean,
these bad chicks on the bus that I used to just look at. I used to be like, damn, I fucked her. And shit just got crazy one day. But I forgot I was standing up. So,
That's what happens with teenagers,
it
yo.
happens.
That's what happens
It
when you're a
happens.
teenager.
Young love.
For real.
Young love.
Like
That
women
was-
don't understand that shit. The non-control of the of our erectile
And
function.
you know what's wild? Yo, when I told Shake the story, I was sitting here like, I wasn't thinking like people be looking down. I'm thinking everybody on the bus, everybody just minding their own business, looking up and shit.
But
Meanwhile, I
everybody
was over here like, yeah, I mean, well, she was, but I was just
Don't
like,
be
oh,
standing
shit,
up in
she
front of
caught me.
nobody. Don't be standing up right in front of
Facts.
nobody. Like
Facts.
they all looking up, minding their business.
Your Flash was. Should I be
Uncomfortable.
triggered by that example you gave? Should I be triggered by the example you gave? Because I am slightly triggered by the example you gave.
triggered.
Wait,
What does it bring
why?
up for you?
Why?
Because I used to be the Easter Bunny in King. I used to be the Easter Bunny, and many moons ago. Damn, what's the popular
At a mall, like a job?
The mall in Brooklyn. There was
Oh
a mall
shit!
in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Kings
Yeah.
Plaza.
Kings Plaza Mall. I was an Easter Bunny, and
Oh,
this sexy mother wanted her kid to take a picture with the Easter Bunny, but I think she was into furries because she was talking some wild shit in my ear, and I had to latibulate. I had to latibulate. So when he gave that example, it triggered me because I thought he was throwing some subs, but apparently he wasn't. So that was just
Nah,
me.
bro, the amount of times I've had to latibulate in my life, man, I it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact. Pay the bills.
Let me tell you something about this episode. All right, Shake gets on my fucking nerves every episode, and we're gonna pay the bills, right? Let's pay the bills, guys.
Tribe, we got merch. You don't got to be vegan to wear it, and you don't have to be a male or female, however you identify. If you like to eat pussy and not meat, or if you like meat and you're flexitarian, whatever, we got merch. Cop you a shirt today, and you can get it with it on the front or the back, and it says Sophisticatedly Ratchet.
Facts. Yo, you can also get a hoodie. All right. For those who don't know, it's a little chilly out here. The Ice Queen is on 10 right now. All right. It's cold out here on the street. You need to get a hoodie. We got you. All right. Personalized hoodies. Well, not personalized. I got a personalized hoodie because I'm spew guy.
Damn. Drip,
All
drip.
right. But you could get a hoodie though. All right. Join the tribe. Hit us up on our bio. We got a link to our Shopify. We got merch for you, team. We trying to grow the tribe, pay these bills.
Facts. Hey y'all. Hey, it's me, Flash the Philosopher. As you can see, I'm over here popping pills. Look, it's raining pills. You know what you should do? You should like and subscribe if you like to sit and watch me in the background with all the pills and shit. All right. Make sure you like, subscribe. See us on YouTube. This is what we do. We're a podcast with video. Share us with a friend. All right. Whore us out. All right. You share us.
and like Flash always says, don't forget to comment.
Don't forget to review. All right. You leave a review and you tell us why you like this episode. All right. We do something on this podcast where we bring you current events. We like staying true to making sure you know what's happening on these streets. Thanks. So our first episode, of course, you know, it's a big thing in the news right now, but we're going to bring it in with the Diddy portion of this episode. Did he do it? Mash, you leading this? Oh, who's leading?
Or didn't he?
Nah, Shake leading.
The guy who pulled up on the screen is leading this story, not the episode, Flash, the story. Who's leading the story? Okay, so I am now leading the story about Sean P. Diddy Combs. And for those who don't know, those who've been under a rock, let's just say that. Yo, Sean P. Diddy Combs has been in the news crazy lately. All right? Okay, so the news I want to share with you guys is Sean P. Diddy Combs has stepped aside as chairman of Revolt amidst sexual assault lawsuits from 3 different women. All right. In addition, all right, he has lost his partnership with Capital Prep, the charter school that he helped start in Harlem. All right. That's also located in the Bronx. And also Macy's is removing Sean John from all of their shelves. Right. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even know Sean John was still around. But you know what? Apparently, people are still rocking it. And they've been rocking it for years. He outlived Rockaware. He outlived FUBU. He outlived all of these things, right? He outlived Boss Jeans. And he is still around with Sean John selling these things. And Macy's now took it off of the shelves. All right. So let's go into the story a little bit. All right. So in each of the 3.
Oh, God. Did the research on that? Right.
I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that. He was on a wave. He was going. I was like, go, my nigga, go. Go, my nigga, go. Nigga,
I don't even know if Boss
Hilfiger. Yes. Say them all, nigga. Say their names.
Still around.
Say their names.
Tommy Hilfiger. We did it Tommy Hilfiger years ago. But Tommy Hilfiger be coming out with some stuff that make you want to go, oh. I kind of like that. But as soon as I see Tommy on it, as soon as I see Tommy Hilfiger on it, I'm like, nah, not doing it. I won't do it. And this has been ever since high school. I've vetted it. All right. Okay. So back to Diddy. All right. In each of the 3 lawsuits, the women allege instances of physical and sexual assault. And the most famous of the 3 is his former girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, as they name her in the case. All right. Although Diddy denies the claim, he reached a settlement with Cassie the day after she filed the lawsuit. Diddy put out a statement saying that his decision to settle the lawsuit in no way undermines his flat-out denial of the claim. And regarding the 2 other women, a spokesperson for Diddy said, "This is nothing but a money grab," right? Okay, the spokesperson also stated that because of Mr. Combs' fame and success, he is an easy target for anonymous accusers who lie without conscience or consequence for financial benefit. All right. Now going into Cassie, right? I'm gonna go a little deeper into the Cassie story, right? So the year was 2006, right? Cassie had just released her single debut, "Me and You," which reached it to Billboard's top 100. It was actually number 1 in the Billboard 100 for hip hop, right? Around this time, Cassie met Diddy, and by 2007, after he'd broken up with Kim Porter, they started dating, right? Even though they didn't go public till about 2012, right? They had started dating in 2007. They went public in 2012. That's when they started going to a few events. They went to they went to Kanye West fashion show. They went to Diddy's fashion show, whatever, right? This tumultuous relationship lasted until 2018. It was about 10 years, right? Cassie, right, claims that not long after she met him, when she was 19, because he was 19, she was 19, and P. Diddy was 37 at the time, he began a pattern of control and abuse that included plying her with drugs, beating her, and forcing her to have sex with a succession of male prostitutes while he filmed the encounters. In 2018, the suit says, near the end of their relationship, Mr. Combs, Sean P. Diddy Combs, forced his way into her home and then forced himself onto her. Right? We're going to use that instead of the R word because that's what he did. All right? There are even reports that Puff allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car when him and Cassie tried to pursue a relationship together, during one of the many breakups that Puff and Cassie has had. P. Diddy's lawyer claims that for the past 6 months, Cassie has persistently demanded $30 million under the threat of releasing a damaging book about their relationship. The lawyer also stated that Diddy offered Cassie 8 figures to silence her and prevent her from filing this lawsuit, to which Cassie rejected. Apparently, he offered her 8 figures, but it was less than that $30 million that she was asking for, right? Diddy's reported net worth is $1 billion, right? That was his net worth last year, and Forbes calculated his annual earnings last year as $90 million. So he could afford 30 mil. He could afford 30 mil, right? So I guess that's why he paid it out, right? So I have a question for the tribe. I know that was long, but I have a question for the tribe. Does settling his lawsuit imply guilt, or do you believe that it was a strategy to protect his image?
Guilty. Yo, this nigga Puff
Did it.
This nigga Puff has been raping artists for generations. Like, yo,
raping their pockets
financially.
I don't know
Yeah.
nobody who came out of Bad Boy unscathed from raping those records. Yo, like nobody.
Raping
to hear these allegations or to hear these accusations, they don't surprise me. They don't come off as off-putting, because if she got this much information on her side to be able to garner that much money, just keep going. Just keep on going, because whatever she gonna shortchange you. And that's why she did what she did. And now we have all these other people coming up saying, hey, look, I was also violated by this man. And it's getting real egregious out here in these streets for Puff.
Crazy. But I mean, you don't feel like I feel like. Wait, go ahead, Flash. I'm sorry.
Nah, I was just laughing when man said that, because I feel like even like the men are coming out. The men are coming out and saying like,
Are they?
I suspected
Hell
things.
Yeah.
Well, so I watched the video. Columbus Short. No, this was Columbus Short, and he claimed that Diddy was inviting him to his room at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning while he was next to his wife and shit. And it was only Diddy in the room. And I'm just saying here, like, I don't know if some of that is clout chasing or if it's like dudes are all trying to just have their story in the era of all this Diddy shit, as far as like, yo, I had an experience with Diddy too, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not surprised to see that a lot of shit is coming up. That's all.
I don't think it's clout chasing, only because a lot of men don't like to talk about them being in those compromising situations. So I think that's the truth. But go ahead. What you were gonna say, Mash?
I was gonna co-sign you. I was gonna say I don't think it's clout chasing. Well, it may be clout chasing by definition, but if this is the talking point that we're talking about, and people have these experiences that they want to share, so that we can all be privy to it, then I'm open to hearing about it. You know what I mean? Like
this is a kumbaya moment. Like we all just go on.
That's exactly what it is. Because now all of the people who've been violated have a voice. right?
Right.
They can all speak up about how they all share this experience with this person, and we can all try to like see if it's legitimate or not. Based on their experiences. So it is a kumbaya moment for sure.
Yeah, I mean, what about sometimes he also said it was a money grab as well. Like people will actually come up trying to file lawsuits. But I get why men wouldn't come out
Want to speak
and
on it.
say like, I feel like he was trying something with me. And I to keep it a stack. And right quick, for those of you who missed our clout chasing episode, it's gonna be right here in the corner right here. Check it out. So what I was gonna say in regards to the there's two things I wanted to say in regards to this this lawsuit. Him taking the settlement so quickly, for me, I felt like it implies guilt. It implies I'm guilty. I don't want more stuff to come out. I want to squash this right now because now it's in the public eye. I want to get this out of the public eye now. But it was already too late. And I don't think he thought about how quickly people would like jump on like the bandwagon as far as saying that, oh shit, yeah, he raped me too, or he did this to me as well. And he thought he would just get it out real quickly, protect his image. I think he thought it was protecting his image, but at the end of the day, it also implies guilt, right? The second thing I wanted to say is about, guys coming out in the industry. I'm going to tell you right now, the first time I was hit on by a guy was at an industry party, all right? And it was weird, right? Because
you went to Diddy party?
I went to like a regular industry party.
Take that.
I went to a regular industry party with our boy Phil, because Phil got you know what I'm saying? He know about the industry party.
We should have Phil share his Diddy story.
Right?
He might have a Diddy story.
He might have a Diddy story. Everybody got a Diddy story. I don't got one, but I went to this event, and this dude, he's sitting at the bar. He's talking to me. We like vibing. We chilling and stuff. You know what I mean? Mad cool. Real cool guy.
You bought your drink?
And then he goes, yo, we having an after party. We have an after party in my hotel room, bro. You should definitely come through. And I was like, what? That just sounds dope, yo. And then he's, yo, put your number on my phone and don't let nobody see. And I was like, what? That's what I was sort of like, wait, whoa, bro. I think you got the wrong idea.
That nigga said, do you want to come to my hotel? Baby, I can give you my room.
Because I started putting two and two together, and I was just like, this nigga killed me. I think this guy, well, let me say, I think this guy's hitting on me, right?
That's funny.
Raise my voice like that.
But the fact that he said don't let nobody see is wild.
That threw me off, bro.
Don't let nobody see, bro.
That threw me off all the way. And I was just like, this is the crap they talking about at these industry parties, bro. Like, yeah, I'm good.
I feel like Diddy bought this on himself though a bit. I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if it was last year or this year when he did like the whole Joker shit. The nigga dressed up as Halloween as a Joker. This nigga did a whole movie segment, and he was running around in the car, hanging out the window, terrorizing shit. And I was sitting here like, damn, this nigga played this role really well. Really good. And so now when I see like all these allegations and shit, I'm sitting here like, damn, I think this nigga Diddy been a villain for a long time, like on some real shit.
Yo, I was been a villain for a while.
Yeah, I was going through like a history of just shit that he's either been around, as far as even if you go back to the shooting at the club with J-Lo and Shine.
Yo, crazy.
There was even an incident where he was throwing some event, and I want to say like 8 or 9 people had died because they had got trampled in some event that he was throwing and shit like that. And it's just, you just see these stories about just bad shit, and then of course you hear the Tupac and the Biggie shit, and granted it's all allegations or hearsay, nearsay, or whatever the fuck, but allegedly, right? But it makes me say like, damn, I don't know if I would want to hang around a nigga if problems is always around you like that type of shit. But that's just me.
So his relationship with J-Lo catapulted her entire career, if you guys don't remember that. And it ended when that shootout happened. She was like, I'm done. I ain't fucking with it. You ain't no more. Like, it was the end of their relationship, and they never got back together. And it's funny that you met. There's so much that I want to say. So technical difficulties on my end.
Okay.
But no, Flash, you said a whole bunch of stuff. Well, everybody said a whole bunch of stuff. So Flash, you had mentioned when he played the Joker for Halloween and he played it so well. I always say this. When, like for me, Lawrence Fishburne, I cannot see him outside of Ike Turner because he played that scene so well. There's a piece of him that's really like that. Whoop that
Morpheus?
chick. Whoop that chick. What's his name? Terrence Howard. He got a piece of him that's already. I've seen him in films where he comes up, that mean side comes out. There's a piece of that inside that real man. Okay. Everyone that plays these characters so well. Cameron. In Paid in Full. That nigga is that character from Paid in Full. He played it
Rico,
way too well.
He played the shit out of Rico character.
That's who he is.
Oh, yeah.
That's who he is. And so, yeah, like you guys mentioned, all you guys mentioned, so many people have been coming out of the woodworks talking about Diddy. Cameron was one of them. He was saying how he went to pick up Mace one day, and Mace was at Diddy's house somewhere in Manhattan, some brownstone he owned. And there was a dildo in the bathroom. And Cameron was like, yo, what's this about? And Mace was like, yo, it's Diddy's, he be having girls up in here. So I don't really know, So, trying to say maybe it's not gay, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much the stories are coming out the woodworks. And you don't know if Diddy did it or not. But
all right, so let's take a moment. Let's sorry.
Did he do it?
I don't mean to cut you off, TJ, but let's take a minute to unpack this. Yo, Flash, if I ever seen a dildo in your bathroom, bro, I'm gonna need you to know that I'm automatically assuming you gay, bro. Like I'm automatically.
Why?
Wait. No, that's what I'm saying. Is there a woman around?
Anything wrong with that? It's not there's anything wrong with that.
You gotta tell me. You gotta talk to me. You can't just do that. You gotta talk to me. You gotta have the question.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that shit. You just said that out your mouth.
No,
you just said that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Wait,
no.
So,
have you ever used a dildo on a woman?
If I saw a dildo in his room, I may assume
not his room. We didn't say that.
His hotel
TJ
room?
said he was in the bathroom. TJ said he was in the bathroom. If you went to Flash crib and you went to the bathroom
it's his house.
and you see the dildo sitting on the sink when you about to wash your hands, sitting there on the sink. Not a problem.
I'm into some freaky shit, boy.
I would assume that one of his girls left it there. I would assume, right? I know him well enough where I would assume one of his shorties left it there, and they got into some freakiness. Now, what happened with the dildo?
Guilty.
In my mind, I can't really say. And you know what? What happens in the privacy of your home is your business.
You better ask me. You better ask me. You better ask me. You better come to me man to man. You better look me in my eyes. Because I better have
hey, bro, this yours? No. Hey, bro, this yours, bro? I found
you would touch it? Ew. You would touch it?
He said, "Bring it to me. Talk to me eye to eye like a man."
I ain't said no. I said, bring the story to me. I ain't said bring the dildo to
me. Mash. Here's the difference, though. If I had went in there and I saw a dildo, I wouldn't go crazy. I wouldn't bug out about it. But if I saw a dildo and a strap on there, I would.
So it's different if it's
real crazy
strapped,
in this nigga's house,
as opposed to just loosely. Okay.
That things are getting crazy, and not that it's my business, and not that there's anything wrong with it, guys. If you fuck around and you like strap-ons and shit, it's nothing wrong with it. But I would make that assumption. Okay, keep that in the.
You know what's wild? Yo, Shay, I ain't even gonna hold you, son. There's certain times where I see people's toys. And I'm just like, oh, you into that? Like I gotta look and I gotta look at the person. Like I'll be like, oh, you into that? And it's wild. Like I've seen different cabinets, all types of shit, and it be from the most unsuspecting people sometimes. But then when I see it, I'm just like, oh, you really into that? Like, and it makes me want to say, okay, they on some freak shit, but it's all good.
Maybe I'm just a different type of nigga, But I just feel like that is very questionable, and I would. And you know what? Maybe you're right, Shake. Because when I heard the dildo, I thought automatically already had a strap with it. Like I assumed it already had. So
I was thinking of the rubber shit.
So you wouldn't think that it was two women that he had, doing that?
I would. That
if you
wouldn't
saw
be my
strap, you would automatically think he was gay.
I would have to question what's going on before I got here. I
You would have the
be
question,
like, yo, bro,
why you haven't heard the story yet? Like,
yo,
Yeah,
why you ain't
yeah.
yeah, bro, why you ain't tell me what's going on, bro?
so you hiding something. You
supposed to put me on, bro. What's
Oh,
going on
God.
here?
Okay. So yes. I do feel like, the outside looking in, and that we talk about this in the clout chasing episode, and the outside looking in to see him settle so fast, we're like, that nigga guilty, and then you got 50 Cent talking all this shit, and then all these people coming out the woodworks. However, there's a lawyer, and we're going to play this clip for you guys. There's a lawyer that did an analysis on the case, and she pretty much said that Cassie's lawyers were really smart. They did not sue Diddy as the person himself. They sued his companies because she was an actual employee for a lot of his companies. And so he had no choice but to settle, according to this lawyer that, did her analysis. And if he wanted to keep any money for his heirs, he has a few children, and I'm sure he has a lot of expenses. This was the best option, but he had to step down from literally all the companies that he was a director or a leader or a CEO. So that's the reason why he settled, even though for the outside people, to the lame people that are not, well versed in the law, we're like, oh, he settled, we do we even know how much he settled for? Was because I know Shake, you mentioned a whole bunch of different numbers. Did he say how much he settled
I
for?
don't.
Or
They didn't say how much he settled
released.
for.
It wasn't released.
Yeah, they didn't say.
Yeah, from the outside looking in, we're gonna all think that he's guilty because he settled, but he had to do this legally to protect his businesses. And another thing that I wanted to mention is he was in relations with multiple women. Okay, this has come out through the woodworks of everything that's gone on. One woman in particular, her name is Vivian V. She was on Tasha K. Tasha K is a blogger. If you ever heard of her, she's on YouTube. Cardi B sued her and actually won that lawsuit. So she's usually she's well known in telling everybody's business. And this interview that she did with Vivian V was done, I want to say, a few years ago. However, she just reposted that shit on her YouTube. So if you want to look it up, you can go ahead and find that shit on your own. You know what I mean? But it's Tasha K and Vivian V. And this woman literally talks about being in a relationship with Diddy for a few years and had multiple abortions for him. He was physically, emotionally, mentally abusive. And at the same time that he was dating her, he was also dating Cassie. She said she had conversations with Cassie. She said that, Cassie was never upset with her or anything like that. He was also in a relationship with Lori Harvey at the same time that he was dating her. She even said that she felt sad that she couldn't be in the limelight with him, like going to all the events. He would choose Lori or Cassie to go to all these events with him as opposed to her. She said that he was physically abusive to her, even in front of her own child. And she also made a point to say that he never did it in front of his own kids. It's a crazy interview. I don't want to get into it too deep, but I really do think that we're going to end up seeing a surviving P. Diddy, just how we saw a surviving R. Kelly, because there's just so much coming out right now. And MASH, we were talking, we do a mental health check-in before we do every episode because we're actual friends, tribe. And MASH said something that is really true. Everything done in the dark comes to the light, So, I feel really bad for all of his victims, and I'm here with the popcorn. Okay, me and 50 Cent and everybody else is here with the popcorn, and we're interested in seeing everything that played out. Vivian V did mention that Diddy would say things to her at one point like, "What did you expect? I'm a rock star or I'm a superstar." Like this is the life of a superstar. This is the life of a rock star, or whatever the word it is that he said. And sometimes we think because we have money, we could do whatever the hell we want, and you can't.
Yeah. Can I play a clip too? Speaking of interviews, can I play a piece of the Mark Curry interview?
Okay. Right, and who's Mark Curry?
So Mark Curry used to be a artist with Bad Boy Entertainment.
He was on that song, Bad Boys for Life.
Oh, I saw this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just want to play this part of the interview because I guess he was talking about parties and how they used to get down and shit. But I'll play it.
And they just be sitting there. Like, let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna get back with you. We gotta rewind this back. We used to go when we go to the club, we used to have these bottles, right? And on this bottle, they be regular Moet bottles. On them bottles right there, they've been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they be like, don't touch them bottles right there and only drink them bottles right there. So we already knew what the drill was. You just don't mess with them bottles, right? Then all of the girls is in the club after a while. They all running, opening up their mouth like little birds. They just run around just popping pills in their mouth. Pop, pill, 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 pill. And then that was the party. But all of the females that was in it, that's what they wanted. That was what party. It was part of the hip hop culture. We ain't see nothing wrong with it until Bill Cosby got in trouble. He did what?
What?
Man, look.
Mhm.
I used to, let me tell you, sir, I don't mean to cut you.
There's more?
I
There's more?
I think we should stop there.
Yeah. We
Okay,
ain't gonna play the whole shit, but it's definitely given like Diddy
That's
just
toxic.
has stories that are gonna probably come out more now. Like I said, because everybody got a Diddy story now, so I'm just not surprised at what's to come. So
I got questions
hope that
about
man finds peace.
No, wait, no, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet?
More. Not yet. So with that Mark Curry video, right? Doesn't that make him guilty by association? Like, doesn't that make him
of course.
also, like,
He's so stupid.
Like, don't that make
He's
you
so
a
stupid.
monster as well if you knew that this was going on and then
you didn't say nothing?
participated?
But
and
you know what it is?
You
But
heard
that's
what
the
he said,
problem.
though. He said it wasn't until
he
Bill
does
Cosby got caught.
right. But look, but they don't see themselves as the monster though, because they looking at the biggest monster in the room. Probably they looking at Diddy like this a wild boy. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably playing off maybe things that they're doing as not as serious. But in all reality, yeah, it is kind of implicating him as saying you was around shit for the whole time. If you got all these stories, nigga, what was you doing, nigga? You know,
right?
So,
You're silent. Your silence speaks a lot in terms of now in hindsight, we're talking about. I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't have said none of that. Like if I knew that we was out here giving it up like that, I wouldn't have recorded myself saying that on camera because now you is a monster, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But did you hear what he said though?
I don't know if I don't know if it's a monster because I don't know if he was drugging them. We don't know if he was drugging them unwillingly, right? Because he's saying the women were putting their mouths out like, give it to me.
No.
He's saying the women wanted it.
But he also said, there we go. That part is that part. You knew
them bottles,
roofie bottles.
Right. Those are probably the roofie bottles. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, allegedly, but this is what we're saying.
That's the part. Them taking pills afterwards, they was on one. They was ready, right? But to get them to that point, you knew what the setup was. Like you knew there was two separate sets to drink from, and you didn't drink from that because you were aware. And since you were aware, that makes you responsible. Like that. Crazy. That's still real.
It does. However, you heard what he said. He said he didn't even know that it was a problem until he heard about Bill Cosby. He said, this is what the industry was. This is exactly how the industry was. Yeah.
That's exactly it. I used to work with a dude from the Sophisticatedly. It was a rap group back in the days. It's called the Sophisticatedly. And he used to definitely tell us about a lot of shit that people like him would see in the industry, especially when you go backstage, and some of these stories as far as like mountains of cocaine and mountains of weed and shit. I know he was dead ass. He was like, yo, this is shit that he would see on a regular basis on some of these shows and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just know like there's a fast lifestyle behind the scenes of a lot of shit, and we're not necessarily in it to know how fast that shit's moving, but that's really some people's lives. Like, drugs, money, fame, liquor, pussy, all that shit. It's quick.
And I quote Rick Ross. He says, "I'm the life of the party. Let's get these hoes on a molly."
Party time.
He said that.
It's crazy. So wait, before we move on, Diddy, real quick, I saw a video. I saw a video that insinuated that Diddy hung my man Wale off a balcony by his feet.
Oh man.
Because he was
saw
in
the
the
video
studio
too.
recording with Cassie. Now, Wale has since come out to say that this isn't reality. He says this isn't what happened. You know, he disputed it. But after hearing that story, it made me. It gave me signs of Suge Knight. It gave me like,
yeah,
you
really, right?
You the East Coast Suge this whole time, and we never knew. Like you were doing all of these.
You played the
things
good guy image,
right? Rocking, you were rocking it out this way, you know, but not publicly putting out this persona, but privately, you were acting like this, and I think it's all possible now. Now my whole perception of Diddy has changed from what I thought it was in the 90s when he was in shiny suits and shit to now. And it's crazy how you can do a 180, like a whole fucking spin of character once more information about your behavior gets out. And that just speaks volumes about what you said earlier, TJ. You know, what's done in the dark will always come to light, gang. You know, no matter how tight-lipped your team is, you think that, you know, everybody gonna keep it down. They not, bro. So, you know, you got to do your dirt by your lonely, or just don't do dirt at all, bro. Just try to keep it on the up and up because it's going to come out. I'm complete.
I do want to say one last thing is that I think what comes with this ego is the money. When you get to a certain level of money, success, fame, some people just have this ego that overshines them. And I see it more when people have money. When they have this level of fame, they feel like they are untouchable. And there's a lot of minions that surround them, which are your people that are allowing you to do these things, enabling you to do these things. The driver that she was like, yo, his driver seen me get fucked up in the car because Vivian talked about one time she shook Meek Mill's hand and Diddy was like, how dare you fucking disrespect me like that? You know what I'm saying? In public. And he fucked her up in that car. And the driver seen it. You know, the driver had to witness it, but everybody's quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
he got a family to take care of. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep my job.
I get it.
You know?
Diddy pays well, I guess.
Now let's talk about that. Like, I know that you have to have discretion, right? You know, you have to have discernment of what's okay and not okay. But you think these people are like contractually obligated to not say anything?
Some of them have to sign
I wouldn't
NDAs.
say contractually. I would say if you want to keep your job, you shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be contractual though. You know what I mean?
Sometimes there are.
But you know, if you know this dude is running around and he's acting like Suge Knight, right? And you know, I've heard this from about a lot of producers in the industry over the years, even dating way back to the 70s and stuff like that, how the producers would be like cutthroat and cold-hearted. You know what I mean? You know, you as the driver don't want to get on the wrong side of that. You know what I mean? I'm just a working guy. I don't want to get on the wrong side of that. He's paying me really good money to just drive him around. Why would I risk my job for her, who now I'm going to rationalize it as, you know, she can leave if she want to, but she's deciding to stay for the money, right? Just like me, I'm here for the money. She's staying for the money. And I'm rationalizing it's like, if she want to leave, she could just leave.
Yeah, we got to track down all of these chauffeurs and get them to write a tell-all. I'm sure they got some wild shit. All of the wild shit goes down in the V, bro. I'm sure that they got some shit.
And a lot of them have to sign NDAs and they want their bonuses and the money is good and you know, so.
All right, what happens in the vehicle stays in the vehicle. Like, don't ever mention anything outside of
things
this.
that happen in the house. I mean, she even talked about the housekeeper, you know, like the chefs, people that were in the house that witnessed it, that saw her being, you know, like bruised up and everything. So everybody's been quiet.
A lot of shit.
A lot of them have to sign NDAs sometimes when you're working with them.
How much money would you need not to say nothing? Let's say we were drivers, right? How much money would you need to not say something?
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm
an average person. I don't. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's the amount of money they make. Even though I really believe that his drivers were paid well. I'm not saying it.
No, about you, King. He wants to know, what do you value on yourself? Like,
Tonight.
No, my thing
you to
is
shut up? What's your number?
my thing is this for me.
2 million.
I don't know if you guys ever watched Snowfall, but there was a guy who was on Snowfall. He was paying a guy really good money, and the guy was driving him around, and he
What's
peeped
the
a lot
number?
of the stuff that he was doing, right? And for me,
Yeah.
for me, about 300K a year. You paying me 300K a year? I'm shutting my mouth. I'm not saying nothing.
That's
Sign the
it?
NDA and everything. I'm not even gonna go crazy. I'll sign the NDA and everything. 300 a year. I'm good. Just to be a driver though. That's it.
Flash.
Okay.
I'm conflicted because I'm gonna say like it depends on my morals and my lifestyle. Like if you telling me I gotta see a whole bunch of wild shit, like maybe that's not
once a
the
week.
place for me.
Once a week.
Nah, but
He do
this
some
is
wild
what I'm
shit, bro.
saying.
Watch it.
I don't know if you could buy that off for me though, because I need peace of mind with a lot of shit. Like at least where I am right now. Back in the days, maybe if you asked me, I would have done it. But I was driving
What's your
niggas
number
around
back
for
in the
free.
day? What's your number back in the
So
day?
I was doing shit for free back in the days, you know, but it wasn't on no fucking like women transporting women and shit. But it would be like I'm driving niggas around and either niggas got weapons in the car or niggas got warrants and I gotta sneak somebody past somewhere and shit. Like I was that nigga that'd be like, yo, jump in the car, we out. And that's just what it was, you know. But I said to say like my allegiance at that time to maybe certain people who I was just more familiar with led me to make sure like, okay, you know what, not that I owe them, but I'd rather look out for this person that I'm familiar with and that I know versus like, you know, them get caught up in some shit. So yeah, it was stupid decisions, but that's just where my heart was at the time.
Yeah, yo, to keep it a stack, right? To keep it a stack, right quick, without even a number, right? If I was a fucking Uber driver and I saw a dude in the back of his car and he put hands on his wife in the back of his car, I'm not getting involved with that. I'm just saying, I'm just not getting involved with it. I'm gonna stop the car. Y'all could get out right here, but I'm not getting involved with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shorty, like you need to really consider your life right now and do something different.
That's
you know
getting
what I'm
involved.
saying?
I actually
But like I don't want to be involved with this shit. If they ever call me, like did this happen in your car? I don't want to be involved. I'm pleading the fifth.
Yeah, you see, and this is what I'm saying, Shake. You want peace of mind. Mash gonna give a number as if like he gonna be okay with a nigga just knifing a nigga down in the back seat one time, and it's like,
you don't know that. You don't know that.
You ain't even hear my. You didn't hear what my number was.
Thank you. You don't know that. Thank you. Go ahead, Mash. Say your number, and I have a.
But he has a number.
I mean, I got a number, but I feel like just like you said, bro. I think that it's peace of mind, right? I couldn't see myself doing it long term. Like I could probably work there maybe a month, maybe a month. And if we talk about one ass whooping a week, I could maybe do 4 tops. I can't do no more than you, bro. I can't be a part of this, bro. But I'm gonna need some bread. I'm gonna need some change. Keep my mouth shut for a while, bro. I think my number, I'm with you, Shake. 300K. I'll be able to keep a tight lip.
But that's a year. That's not 1 month. That's
break
not
that down.
month.
Break that down to 12 months. Break that down. I'm
Yeah,
with that. Yeah, I break it down.
Do that number for me, Shake. But I want to say shout out to Uber drivers that do say something.
40K.
40K for the month. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad, man.
Wait, am I right? Am I right?
Well, do your shake.
I think
check,
I fucked it up.
I got it. I'll give it a second.
Anyway, shout out to the Uber drivers that do say something. I actually was in a situation. I had an ex-boyfriend that was super aggressive with me, and I got in an Uber, and he was like trying not to get me into the Uber. He was literally trying to pull my bags out of the Uber, and the Uber driver, stepped in on my behalf, and I was very grateful for it. But he gave me a whole lecture driving to my destination, exactly what you said, Shake. Like, yo, you need to leave him alone. Do not go back to him. Like all those things. Like he was like, a man that does something like that, this is just the very beginning of it. So anyway, I digress.
That's 25K.
It's 25K. It is
25K. That's not bad for a month. That's not bad for a month. But just remember you're conscious.
So I want to take a minute to talk about Kathy Hochul's law that she signed. Well, the law that went into effect last year for Adult Survivors Act, right? So basically, When the New York State Adult Survivors Act took effect in November 2022, it offered a rare opportunity for survivors of sexual assault. For 1 year, the state removed the time restrictions on civil lawsuits that allowed adult survivors to sue their abusers and the institutions that protected them, no matter when the attack occurred, right?
Crazy.
So what that was is that basically when she lifted the statute of limitation, over 3,000 people. Hold on, let me make sure I get this right. Hold on. Let me get this right. Okay, so in a year since that one-time window opened for New York State, allowing people to file sexual abuse lawsuits, the statute of limitation, more than 3,000 civil suits were filed. Before the deadline of Thanksgiving, a flurry of attention-grabbing suits were filed against politicians like Andrew Cuomo, Mayor Adams, and celebrities like Puff, for example, we talked about. But hundreds of other people have collectively or separately sued institutions, including state prisons, jails, hospitals, even Rikers. Like 479 suits came up against Rikers Island, right? So this act or this law has opened the door for people to be able to share their experiences and file for, legal retribution, legal compensation. For these acts and shit. And I think that this incentivized people to be vocal about their experiences. And this is why we're seeing so many people come out and make these claims and get paid from them now, or have the opportunity to be compensated for their experiences. And that's wild to me. Like, I think that there shouldn't be a statute of limitations on when you can file these things. I'm kind of curious about how you
say that
feel.
again. You think that there should or shouldn't?
This is only for a year. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Right. And what I'm saying is that I don't think they should be capped at a year. I think that you should be able to file this whenever without, them discriminating when the situation took place, because you may not be in a place to be able to feel confident enough to speak about the thing that happened right when it happens. It kind of waters down your details when you wait so long. Like we talk about Bill Cosby, for example, and how long the people took to come out and talk about him. But Bill Cosby was a prominent figure. Like he was that nigga for a long time before, all these other people started coming out and talking about him. Now it's common to hear stories like Bill Cosby, because we're at a place now where people are being more vocal about their experiences. The question that I have for you all is, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the Survivors Act and the fact that it has since closed, that window of opportunity to file has closed?
I would say that I'm happy that the law has been passed. I don't like the fact that it's such a limited statute of limitations. And I also want to make sure to say that this is only for New York State.
Correct.
Kathy Hochul is the governor of New York.
First female.
Okay, dope. Shout out to all the women. But I do feel like I wonder how limiting is this? Because like Diddy doesn't live in New York. So like how would someone like him be charged? Like, did he have to live in New York? Like, what's the details of the law,
I'd imagine that it had to happen when you were in the state of New York. Like
just in the state, whether you lived here or not.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And it has to be a year. Wow. I don't like that they put a year on it. That's silly.
Wait, it's saying a year from when the offense happened?
No. So they're saying that the act went into effect November 2022. And for the year from November 22 to November 2023, you were able to file lawsuits as a survivor of sex abuse. Right? Gotcha. Before that window closed, more than 3,000 people filed civil suits.
Oh, so there's no statute of limitations on it then, on the law?
When you say statute of limitations, what do you mean?
I mean, there's a certain amount of time that you have before you can talk about something. You know what I'm saying?
There's no statute of limitation.
Oh, okay. Thank
when
you
the
for
offense occurred. No, it's when you can file it. Right.
Yeah. So that's why Cassie was that's why they were so quick to settle though, right quick. My fault, Mash.
That's all good.
That's why they were so quick to settle this Cassie lawsuit, is because the window was closing on this. So a lot of the stuff that happened with Cassie and Diddy were going to fall outside of the statute of limitations, which is why she would have been forced to file the actual lawsuit, which is why that's why Diddy actually saw the writing on the wall and he settled the claim immediately because he knew she would file that lawsuit because she had no choice. By November 24th, she had to file it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, it's 10 years of trauma.
Yeah,
It's a
I get
lifetime of
that.
trauma. I mean, let's talk about it. These things last with you forever if you've been abused. And I think Cassie, according to the Vivian V interview that she did with Tasha K, Cassie kind of was really chill, and it just only made me think, like, what Cassie had been through. If this woman had experienced him beating on her, he stomped on her stomach and forced her to have abortions, I wonder what Cassie went through. And immediately after Cassie broke up with Diddy, she was pregnant. You know, she got pregnant. I think she has like 2 kids now, really fast after the breakup. So, and I also want to know what Young Miami is going through too. I wonder if she experienced any of that.
It's funny you mentioned J-Lo. I wonder what her experience was with Puff.
I don't think it was anything abusive because it was too fresh.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
but I think she knew he was up to no good, and her people were like dead that shit because he catapulted her career. I don't care what nobody say. He took her on the award show, and she wore that green dress that everybody was like, "Oh shit, she looked bad as fuck. Who is she?" And it catapulted her career. After that gun incident in the club, and he blamed it on Shine, and Shine did time for that shit. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Let's not forget that. That was the incident where Shine did time.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to know what Shine got to say, because now he's like,
not what you know. They reunited on stage. They reunited. You know, he did the whole
for the Bad Boy tour
and performed. Yeah. So I don't know if their relationship is good, but clearly there's been some type of peace or money. I don't know, but we'll see.
Well, yeah. I'm sure all of
definitely
the above.
Gonna stay tuned to the media sites and see what's going on, because this is really interesting stuff. I mean, I want to take a second to send my condolences to those who are affected by Diddy in the wrong way, right? Yes. We make jokes about this situation, but it's fucked up to have to experience that type of trauma. I think that the more that we talk about this, the more people are going to come out. And like TJ said, I got my popcorn and I am just all ears. I am thoroughly locked in on this. So we will be keeping you updated, Tribe, on any information that we find as things progress.
Would you guys want to see a surviving Diddy? Did you guys watch Surviving R. Kelly though?
Nah, I didn't watch it, but I heard all the highlights.
Yeah, I seen pieces.
Okay. Would you be interested in seeing a surviving Diddy? The
I
way
would.
they did
I would.
The R. Kelly?
Mm-hmm. Since I'm a big fan of music, like, and I love the
and New York City, like it started here, so we know that's our era.
I've been loving hip hop for a long time, and I have, like I mentioned earlier, I know that Diddy has screwed over so many artists, like so many artists. There are very few artists who came out of the Bad Boy record label clean or financially successful, like very few. And I know that something will be unveiled to that effect on that. So yeah, I would definitely tune in.
But you know, I don't know if it was, whatever hearsay shit, but they do say 50 is working on some shit though. I want to say I heard this within the last couple of days that he wants to work on a documentary.
Shout out to 50. Shout out to
50.
All this shit with Diddy.
I love 50. I want to take a second to tell everybody 50 is a man with resources and he is King Petty. All right. If you want to know the truth behind something, you ask Fifth. Fifth is going to be the one to let you know. We love you here, Sophisticatedly Ratchet Fifth. Come on the show, bro. We love to have you. Yeah. We would love to have you here, Fifth.
I would love to hear what he got to say, though. I would love to hear what he got to say. And he does have resources when it comes to producing films and stuff like that. So I can see him actually doing something like this, Flash.
Yeah, 50's funny though. I give him that. But yeah, that's where we at with this. Very petty, but I love it.
We go live tonight, Tribe. If you guys make sure that you're free at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We are going live on YouTube at So Ratchet Space Podcast. There's nowhere else you need to be. We're going to be able to connect with you live and in person. We love it. We love to hear from you. We love your feedback. Hop on with us live. We're going to talk about other things that are going on in current events. We're going to also talk about this episode that dropped today. So make sure you listen and then hop on tonight.
Facts.
Flash, announce the winners of the word of the week.
There was no one.
Okay. No, Mash one. He got one.
That's why he wanted. That's why he wanted to say it. That's why he wanted to say he won.
Yo, we just gonna announce the word of the week winner because anybody was playing this week, but anyway, we want to thank Mash.
This is a good one too. Why did only you get one?
No, it was a good one. It was a good one. I think
we could have used it all throughout this episode. I could have used it with the guy who tried to hit on me at the ministry point. I latibulated.
What's the word again?
Puff is latibulating right now. Puff got
100%. 100%.
We don't count it, but it's very necessary. Latibulate. All right, but yeah, tribe. We appreciate y'all though. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thanks, gang.
Hey, y'all hear that music? Y'all know what time it is. It's time for us to promote ourselves. Damn right. All right, so just make sure that y'all tune in and y'all follow us. You can find us on a few platforms. We're on IG at So Ratchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at So Ratchet Pod. You can find us at YouTube at So Ratchet Space Podcast. You can see Shake's mustache growing back in if you tune into the YouTube. Mm-hmm. You can see me with all the pills and the 3D shit in back of me. You can watch Mash spew all over the microphone. That's just what he does. And you can watch TJ lay a little ice down. That's right. This is what we do here at this show. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, tune in because we got a live that drops the first of every month. All right, so
first Wednesday
of every month. You're gonna be hearing this. Yeah, first Wednesday. You're right. First Wednesday every month. Let me just say that. All right. And I want to let y'all know too. Leave a review. And also, please don't forget to visit our merch shop. We have merch in store for y'all. Y'all can go to the IG, get the link in the bio, or y'all can go to soratchet.myshopify.com, y'all. All right. So make sure y'all tune in, grab that merch. We out here. Peace.
Oh, that's a double whammy, Mash.